Welcome to the official Monday Night Raw review and results video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and also ring those bells for all notifications. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you, drum roll please, the Roman Reigns viewer repellent. Kills ratings fast, instantly repels viewers, changing the channel on a weekly basis on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. This spray is guaranteed to send fans anywhere else but WWE. You can find this spray right now on WWEshop.com and your local retail stores for just $9.99. I bet you money the first minute and 5 seconds of this review was better than 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. If you guys thought so, hit that thumbs up, please. Immediately, hit that thumbs up. I don't know how, and I'm going to say this now. I just don't want to sound like a broken fucking record. I don't. I just don't. Monday Night Raw, for me, to be honest with you, is starting to be unbearable within the first half hour to 45 minutes of the show. I am literally embarrassed right now. As a fan of WWE, I'm embarrassed. I said this on Twitter, and I'm going to repeat this shit every single week. You might as well kill the wild card rule. If you wanted Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw, you should have never put Roman on SmackDown and AJ on Raw. Despite the fact that Vince was wanting AJ to go to Monday Night Raw for a long time. If that was the fucking case, why put Roman to SmackDown? Then again, if you was to put Roman and AJ on the same roster, who's going to be the star player on SmackDown Live? So Vince had no other choice but to put Roman on SmackDown and AJ on Raw. At the beginning of this, I'm like, okay, AJ on Raw, I could fuck with it. Give it a couple weeks, I could fuck with it. Not even a month. Not even a month after the superstar shakeup after WrestleMania. Not even a month. And we got this wild card rule after the superstar shakeup. What was the whole point of the superstar shakeup? You might as well kill the fucking brand split. You might as well kill the fucking brand split. Do you know how stupid it is and how desperate of an attempt that Vince is doing to put Roman Reigns to kick off Monday Night Raw almost every single week? It kills it even more. Not only, listen, if you was to be creative, if you was to be Vince McMahon's shoes, comment down below in the comment section. Would you kill the wild card rule or would you kill the brand split? Because in my honest opinion, if I have to choose one, I would kill the wild card rule. Simple reason why? It's a desperate attempt for fucking ratings. I just don't know what to tell you people. And the fact that people are defending Monday Night Raw tonight, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why are you defending Monday Night Raw as if it's your fucking job to defend this piece of crap show known as Monday Night Raw. I am sick and tired of going back to the Attitude Era and watch great shows like Raw and SmackDown back then. This day and age in professional wrestling, when it comes to Vince McMahon, he kills this company faster than you can fucking breathe. Vince is killing this company faster than a fucking quickie. Are you getting paid to defend Raw and SmackDown on Twitter and on social media? No! Are you receiving a small commission out of Vince's fucking bank account? No! So do me this fucking favor for all you fucking cretins and all you basement-dwelling virgins on social media who loves the fucking Iconics and Roman Reigns. If you can't handle the fucking truth, stay out of Twitter. Stay out of Twitter. Because let me say this now. Fight for the Fallen, right around the corner. Fighter Fest, right around the corner. All Out is gonna is gonna arrive here faster than you can fucking run. That's if you can fucking run. Unless if you're a fucking 500-pound fat slob that's living under his fucking mother's basement, eating Dorito chips, sucking Roman Reigns' cock. If you can't handle the truth on social media, stay out of it. If you don't like what you see, don't say shit. Don't say shit. Do you know the amount of Iconic fans that were sucking my cock all weekend long? It was at a point where I had to fucking peep the tweet and then block them on social media. All you Iconic fans, all you Roman Reigns dick riders are irrelevant to me. Irrelevant to me. Irrelevant. Your opinion is irrelevant to us smart fans. Irrelevant. Irrelevant, folks. I've said this, and I'm going to say it again. If you cannot take the heat, stay out of the fucking kitchen. If you can't handle the fucking truth, stay out of Twitter. Stay out of Twitter. It's just that fucking simple. And if you have nothing nice to say, don't say shit at all. Don't say shit at all. This Monday Night Raw tonight was a complete fucking abomination with so much logic gaps. It is not even fucking funny. It's not even fucking funny. I don't know how you people can defend this show. I don't know how. I try to be professional with you guys as much as I can, but at this point, I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. If you are an Iconic fan, if you are a Roman Reigns fan, you need to seriously get your life checked out. Honestly. The Iconics, daily reminder, folks. A daily reminder. 8 minutes in to the review, and I have to give you guys a daily reminder. The Iconics are the worst women's team in WWE history, and the Women's Tag Team Championships are the most irrelevant pieces of garbage in the history of WWE. 100% factual. Factual. If you agree with those fucking statements, hit that thumbs up as well. Because seriously, I don't know how you people can defend the Iconics. I just don't know how. I don't know how. That people have the balls to argue with me saying, oh, Chris, the Iconics defended the Women's Tag Team Championships, Chris, on the night after WrestleMania against the Brooklyn Bellas. Do you count that as a match? Do you count that as a title defense? No. In every smart fan's opinion, nobody is even going to count that as a title defense. The Iconics defended the Women's Tag Team Championships against two nobodies on the night after WrestleMania, and you're going to count that as a title defense? Oh, Chris, but you know, it's a title defense, man. Chris, just take it for what it is, Chris. If you don't like it, don't watch. Suck my dick. suck my dick and choke on it, please. Seriously. If you count that as a tower defense, you must be a fucking idiot. A complete fucking imbecile on social media. If you are a fan of the Iconics, you're not a wrestling fan. You're not. You're not. You're fucking not. I don't know how people can say, oh, the Iconics are a great team. What's so great about them? The fact that they can't take a bump? The fact that they haven't won a match since they fucking won the women's tag team titles at WrestleMania. You mean to tell me that the Iconics are the longest reigning women's tag team championships? That the Iconics are the longest reigning women's tag team champions and they only had one title defense? One title defense that in many people's eyes doesn't even count? Don't get me started, folks, on Roman Reigns. Don't get me started on Roman Reigns. Just don't. Monday Night Raw tonight. I would be completely fucking shocked if this drew a 1.8 rating. At least a 1.8 or higher. I'd be surprised. Oh, and Vince and everybody else goes on the old bait and switch situation. You say with Stephanie McMahon on Twitter, oh, Brock is going to cash in Money in the Bank on Raw Monday night. We get the Monday night tonight. Does Brock cash in Money in the Bank? No. 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 I'm going to say this right now. And I don't give a fuck if you're a Brock Lesnar fan. I don't give a fuck. Brock Lesnar is the most stupidest Money in the Bank winner of all time. If you saw what Brock Lesnar did tonight, oh, we'll go over it on the review. We'll go over it when we get to that part of the review. We'll go over it. On why I said Brock Lesnar is the most stupidest Money in the Bank winner of all time. Oh, we'll go over that portion of the review. And on top of that, why are we getting a Ricochet versus Cesaro match for the third consecutive week? Cesaro wins the first week, which was their best match. Which was their best matchup out of the three matches that they had. The first time that they fought was the best match they've ever had. Ricochet wins last week, 50-50 booking. Now we get this match tonight. At this point, if you're going to give us Cesaro versus Ricochet, it has to be for a championship. This would have been a whole lot better if this was for a championship. I ask, what is Ricochet and Cesaro fighting for? What are they fighting for? I would love to know. We'll go over everything here on the Raw review for your Monday, June 3rd, 2019. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. If you guys enjoyed my intro for Raw review, I want you guys to hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Monday Night Raw tonight. This show was a complete fucking dumpster fire of an abomination of a fucking show. Listen, the two group chats that I was in today, that I'm in on Twitter, gave me more entertainment than 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. Complete factual. Complete factual. If you guys enjoyed the intro of the video, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Monday Night Raw tonight. And if you guys are new to the channel and you guys are wrestling fans like I am, I want you guys to do me a simple favor. Hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications. As we are 17 subscribers away from 100 subs right here on YouTube. I want to hit the 100 mark before Fight for the Fallen, low-key. If I can get to 100 subs before Fight for the Fallen, you guys are fucking beast. You guys are fucking beast. So, if you guys are wrestling fans like I am, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications. Check out NXT TakeOver 25 review video. Adam Cole drips in gold as he wins the NXT Championship. NXT TakeOver 25 was a great show back on Saturday night. Link to NXT TakeOver 25 review is live on the channel right now. Link to this video will be in the annotation that you see on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Adam Cole, baby! Shinsuke wins the NXT Championship at TakeOver 25. Check out episode 28 of the Reality Podcast, live on the channel right now. Brock Lesnar will cash in Money in the Bank on Raw Monday night. We're going to go over everything that happened tonight on Monday Night Raw. Link to episode 28 of the podcast will be in the annotation that you see on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Check out episode 27 as well of the podcast, of the Reality Podcast. Chris Jericho reveals when the AEW World Title match will happen. I got Pacific word that Chris Jericho versus Adam Hangman Page for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship will be the main event of All Out on August the 31st in Chicago. I also read that on episodes 28 of the Reality Podcast on Saturday's episode. So link to episode 27 will be in the annotation that you see on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast right here on the channel. So make sure you are connecting with your boy Chris on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring. We are dangerously close to 200 followers on Twitter. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I will certainly follow you guys right back on Twitter. And Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And if you guys are enjoying the content, I want you guys to hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications. Let's go review Monday Night Raw. You're going to kick off Monday Night Raw, man, with Roman fucking Reigns. I welcome you to the Roman Reigns viewer repellent spray. This constantly repels viewers to change the channel or turn up the televisions. And once again, if you guys didn't understand what I said on the intro, this spray is on WWEshop.com and all your retail stores, Rite Aid, CVS, Walgreens, you name it. You name it. And it's on sale for $9.99. It's a hell of a fucking price there. Jesus fucking Christ. Give me 3 of those, please. Thank you very much. Raw kicks off from the University of Texas, and Roman Reigns makes his way to the ring. The first 5 minutes of this show already put me to sleep. Boring. Literally, seriously, I bought this big pillow for $15 on Target. This is the best thing I've bought. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So Raw kicks off with Roman Reigns. As Roman makes way to the ring, we are reminded, I don't know why, that he will face Shane McMahon at Super Showdown on Friday in Jeddah. The announcers also mentioned that Brock Lesnar will be cashing his Money in the Bank briefcase, cashing in, because management reprimanded Brock for behaving poorly in recent weeks. So you're telling me you're punishing Brock Lesnar because of behaving poorly. Oh, and I must say, Brock Lesnar has been featured on Monday Night Raw for 3 straight weeks. I guarantee you, after what happens on Friday, he'll be on Raw next week. Guarantee you. I guarantee you, Brock will be on Monday Night Raw next week. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. Before Roman can even speak a word, thank God we didn't hear Roman speak in this fucking situation here, out comes Shane McMahon. He says he owned a proper introduction and instructs Mike Rome to do so. Shane says he hasn't been sleeping because he can't wait to shut Roman up on Friday. Shane, I can't sleep because of the simple fact that fucking Raw is a fucking abysmal show. It's that simple as that. He says he isn't just called the best in the world, he actually is just that. If you actually think that Shane McMahon is the actual best in the world, you have a mental problem. At this point, I'm going all out in this review. I'm going all the fuck out. If you believe that Shane McMahon is literally the best in the world, you have a mental problem. Please seek help. Thank you. Shane likes himself to fine wine. He returns us through the match, explaining how he will beat Roman. He says he wouldn't be satisfied with making Roman tap for the first time in his career. No, he intends to tighten in the triangle choke after Roman taps out until his eyes bludge. My eyes bludge when I watch Monday Night Raw on a weekly basis. My eyes bludge when I see Roman Reigns on Raw and SmackDown. My eyes bludge just by looking at the fucking 24/7 championship. No cap. Roman shuts him up and says he would love for Shane to try. He says if he even tries to put that little move on, he will lift him up and slam him down. Roman says he's tired of Shane's spoiled ass hiding behind henchmen. So once he's done beating Shane at Super Showdown, he's gonna beat Drew at Stomping Ground in 2 weeks. Can I ask this question? Why are we getting a WrestleMania rematch at this worthless show called Stomping Grounds? Can somebody answer me this question? Why are we getting Roman against Drew at Stomping Grounds? Roman's on SmackDown. Drew's on Raw. Does this make any fucking sense whatsoever? Does this make any fucking sense? Instead of calling this the wild card rule, you might as well call this the wild Roman Reigns rule. You might as well. Because Roman's going to be on Raw every single week to improve the ratings. You might as well call this the wild Roman Reigns rule. You might as well. You might as well. Drew McIntyre then makes his way onto the stage beside Shane. Drew McIntyre, I'm sorry to say this about Drew McIntyre. I'm sorry to say this about Drew. Drew is starting to look more like a bitch and more like a fucking straight up pussy. The more he is in a cohesive unit with Shane. The more he's with Shane, the more of a solidified pussy ass bitch that Drew McIntyre is. And you know what's so sad about this? The simple fact that when Drew was on NXT, he was a beast in NXT. Won the NXT Championship against Bobby Roode. Got into a matchup against Andrade Cien Almas at TakeOver in 2017. At TakeOver War Games in Houston. Lost the championship. Gets called up to the main roster. Done. Done. This is why I fear everybody that's in NXT right now. Gargano, Cole, Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, the Street Profits, Undisputed Era, Only Lorcan and Danny Burch, the Forgotten Sons, Candice LeRae. You fucking name it in NXT. I feel bad and I fear everyone's lives once they go to the main roster. Because once they go to the main roster, you might as well prepare a fucking grave 6 feet deep. Every single call-up. He says he doesn't like the attitude of the people in Texas, not showing him and Shane the respect they deserve. McIntyre says Shane will beat Roman, and then he will end them at Stomping Grounds. Drew says he doesn't need the revival. Him and Shane will just take Roman out right now. Then, of course, the revival then attack Roman from behind. Drew and Shane join forces and attack Roman. The Usos run down and make the save, clearing the ring. So from there, you might as well have the 6-man tag right there. Roman Reigns and the Usos versus Drew McIntyre and the revival with Shane McMahon on ringside. What you want me to say? Honestly, what do you want me to say about this? I didn't care for this matchup. I'm not gonna lie to you. During this matchup, I had my head buried on my phone and FaceTime with Bay. So there you go. There you go. Shockingly, Drew McIntyre and the Revival win. Shockingly. I thought that Roman and the Usos was going to fucking win. Because there's Roman Reigns, and when it comes to Monday Night Raw, Roman always wins when it comes to Monday Night Raw. But not tonight. Not tonight. Drew and the Revival win. That means, by default, Roman beat Shane at Friday in Super Showdown in Jeddah. It's facts. It's facts. Drew McIntyre hits a Claymore kick to, I think it was Jimmy. Yeah, I think it was Jimmy. Yeah, I think it was Jimmy or Jay. One of those two. I wasn't really paying attention to who was in the ring, but I saw Drew hit the Claymore and got the pin. Don't care on which Uso he pinned, but he got the pinfall anyway. Drew and the Revival win. I don't care for this match whatsoever. After the match, the Revival bring Roman into the ring and hit the Shatter Machine. Haven't seen that move in a fucking minute. Shane then lifts Roman up and makes Drew hit him with another Claymore kick. Shane then lays down beside Roman and talks trash, more trash. Shane instructs them to lift Roman up, and he runs and spears him. Then he does Roman's taunt. Ooh, this show sucks. There you go. Hey, man. We go to commercial break. We come back from the break and the Miz is in the ring. He welcomes us to Miz TV. He says tonight is not about him. Tonight is about Brock Lesnar's Money in the Bank. Cash in. Miz then instructs Brock's victim and Seth Rollins, well, Brock's victim, Seth Rollins, to make his entrance. Rollins comes down to the ring. We got Miz TV. Miz says he has a Universal Championship match against Baron Corbin at Super Showdown. However, that all could change tonight if Brock is successful. After all, Paul Heyman said his client would cash in Money in the Bank tonight. Yeah, sure. Rollins says Miz is making a lot of assumptions, assuming Brock Lesnar will show up, assuming Paul Heyman is telling the truth. By his records, Paul Heyman has never told the truth. Rollins says he'll believe it when he sees it. Miz says they both won the Money in the Bank contract and picked the opportune time to cash it in. He says it's not in the hands of the typical superstar, it's in the hands of Brock Lesnar. Rollins says the Miz doesn't have to oversell it to him. If Lesnar showed up and cashed in, he'd be relieved because he can't keep focusing on what might be. Rollins has to focus on what will be. This Friday, he'll be defending his title against the number one contender in Baron Corbin. He reiterates that no one likes Baron Corbin, but he did win the Fatal 4-Way last week. If he's going to be a fighting champion, he promised to be, then he's got to focus on Corbin and focus stomping his head into this mat. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman are shown arriving in the arena. They make their way towards the entrance area, but stop, turn, and walk off down a hallway. Rollins is shown angry in the ring. He doesn't want to be made wait. Miz TV, man. Miz TV. I don't know why. And I understand why Rollins was a guest to Miz TV tonight. But why even show Lesnar coming into the arena? I don't get it. Now, I'm going to say this right now. After what happened tonight with Brock and Rollins tonight, if you guys saw what happened, which we will get to in just a little bit, Brock Lesnar and Vince McMahon simultaneously killed the concept of Money in the Bank. Since when? In the history of the Money in the Bank contract, since when the history of the Money in the Bank briefcase is management forcing somebody to cash in Money in the Bank? I said this on the podcast on Saturday. Stephanie McMahon's telling Brock Lesnar to cash in Money in the Bank. It's a viewer's grab. It's a grab for ratings. It's a ratings grab. It's a ratings grab. And I had a feeling, which I forgot to even mention this on Saturday's episode of the podcast. I forgot to even mention this. Don't be surprised if they do the old bait and switch tactic that they usually do. They got you watching the show. They got you watching the show. Now, don't be surprised if they get at least like a 2 rating, a 2.1, a 2.0, a 2.2. That's because of what happened with Brock Lesnar. Of what he did tonight on Raw. Did people really think that Brock was going to cash in on Rollins on Monday Night Raw tonight? No. I had a feeling that Brock was not going to cash in tonight. And I said this on Twitter during the weekend, and sometimes I'm wrong, but I'm going to say this. I said this, I believe, Saturday. If Brock is going to cash in Money in the Bank, it's either he wins the Universal Championship or Baron Corbin fucks him over. Because if that's the case, if Brock wins the Universal Championship on Monday Night Raw tonight, we would have got Brock versus Corbin on Super Showdown this upcoming Friday. But we'll go over what happened when we get to that part of the review. The Lucha House Party make the way down to the ring, followed by Lars Sullivan. Apparently not for a sanction match, though. They're just there to fight. A brawl breaks out in Lars' clearing house. The Luchas make some headway with the springboard. With a springboard dropkick, they knock Lars from the ring. He gets angry, roars, and then walks off. Pointless. Absolutely fucking pointless. Now we're gonna get a real interview from Lars Sullivan tomorrow on SmackDown Live. Yeah, I wonder how long that's gonna take before somebody interrupts him. I wonder. Literally, I missed this whole thing, so I don't really give a shit. I don't really care whatsoever. We see Nikki Cross backstage looking sad. Payne West and Billy Kay are there and making fun of Cross. I bet you all the fucking iconic super fans were, oh my god, it's the Iconics! Oh my god, it's the Iconics! So all you iconic fans, suck my cock. Literally. Alexa Bliss appears and calls them witches. Alexa Bliss is a babyface now? All of a sudden? I don't know. They says they have better places to be, say their catchphrase, and walk off. Alexa then offers to get Nikki a coffee, and she's surprised. Alexa says she understands what it's like, but offers to be in Cross's corner tonight. They walk off arm in arm. So all of a sudden, I'm guessing that Alexa Bliss is now a babyface. I don't know. Don't know, don't care. Becky Lynch makes her way down into the arena for the pop of the night. So far, she'll be talking after the commercial break. Too many commercial breaks. Honestly. Becky's in the ring as we return from commercial break. Lynch says she's been doing some thinking since she got home this weekend. She's done a ton of appearances, switched brands, and main evented WrestleMania. Yeah, can we stop mentioning WrestleMania? I don't know why they still having Becky mention WrestleMania. I don't know why the announcers are saying, oh, Becky is the first woman in WrestleMania history to win both the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships simultaneously. Like, you cut the crap, please? We get it. It happened. WrestleMania is in the backyard now. It's done. Cut it out. Cut it out. She says contentment is the worst thing that can happen to a fighter. A content fighter gets hurt, passed over, or beaten. That won't be her. When Lacey Evans helped Charlotte Flair beat her at Money in the Bank, it helped wake up something in her. When she's pissed off, there's not a woman in this business that can keep her down. Lynch will break her back trying to fight until she can't fight anymore to get to Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans' music interrupts and she comes out to the stage. Evans says Lynch is like a dog chasing a car. She wouldn't know what to do if she caught it. Evans says she did the WWE Universe a favor at Money in the Bank. Becky, 2 belts, shouldn't be representing the women's division. Lynch says she declares to rip her arm out her socket. Evans says she isn't Charlotte Flair. She may have been beaten at Money in the Bank, but she's the reason Lynch doesn't have the SmackDown Women's Championship. So we get an appearance from Charlotte Flair. Oh, the wild card rule is in effect. Stupid wild card rule. Charlotte Flair makes her way to the ring in her ring gear. She asks Becky to stop making excuses. She reminds Lynch that she beat her and became a 9-time women's champion. Becky asks, where is her title now? Then Evans rhetorically asks what she's doing here. Flair says she is here and strutting like a peacock because she is more than halfway to beating her daddy's record of 16 world championship reigns. You do realize that 9-time women's champion is a 9-time loser. Charlotte lost the championship 9 times. Now, I'm not going to call Ric Flair a loser. He is one of the greatest of all time. But he did lose the World Heavyweight Championship 16 times. 16 times. Also, she says Evans has only been here for 4 minutes and has done nothing but make tea. She reminds Evans that last week she beat her without taking off her street clothes. Evans said that Flair has had 9 championships, but she lost them all. Flair is old news, while she is the face of WWE. What? Face of WWE. Lacey Evans, the face of WWE? No. Nobody is the face of WWE. To the casual, stupid, retarded wrestling fan, they would say Roman Reigns is the face of WWE. Nobody right now, not even AJ Styles, is the face of WWE. And that is the cold hard dose of reality there. No pun intended. Evans tells her to run along before she learns that women's right. Evans then blasts Flair and knocks her down. Flair slowly gets to her feet angrily. Then an impromptu match occurs with no explanation. I did not watch this matchup not one bit. And I don't care. Lacey versus Charlotte. TM predicted that Lacey and Charlotte would be a fucking tag team. Call them the beautiful blondes. Charlotte and Lacey Evans. It's true. It's true. Didn't watch this matchup. Didn't care. Didn't care whatsoever. Flair looks for the figure 4, but Lacey kicks Charlotte into the turnbuckles. Charlotte comes back with a kick, then both women hit stereo crossbodies and take each other down. Lynch then pulls Charlotte from the ring, and the referee called for the belt, although apparently Lacey wins. Why is Becky Lynch, and this is the most stupidest part of the entire night, well, the second most stupidest part of the entire night. We'll get to the stupidest part of the night in just a little bit. Why is Becky Lynch interfering in this match? Meanwhile, in many people's faces, she's the babyface. She's a babyface. If you're getting cheered, you're a babyface. Becky is a babyface. Why is she interfering in this match against 2 heels? I don't get it. I don't get it. I honestly, seriously don't fucking get this. Lynch runs into the ring and hits Lacey with a manhandle slam. Lynch poses with the title and ends this truly dreadful segment. That made no sense whatsoever. Whatsoever. Honestly. Why is Lynch interfering in this match against 2 heels? For what? It's not like Lacey and Charlotte was fighting for anything. Lacey and Charlotte wasn't competing for a number 1 contendership. This match doesn't even matter. This match doesn't even fucking matter. So why did Lynch even make a fucking appearance? Why did Lynch even interfere in this match? God only knows. Listen, I once loved Becky Lynch during SummerSlam, between SummerSlam and WrestleMania. Now, I don't care. I don't care now about Becky Lynch. I don't care. And that's sad to say. And that's honestly sad to say. I don't care about Becky Lynch whatsoever. I just don't. After WrestleMania, done. Done. We got Rey Mysterio relinquishing the United States Championship. Rey Mysterio makes his way down to the ring with his arm in a sling. He sees highlights of Mysterio's controversial win over Samoa Joe at Money in the Bank. Mysterio says he has been a part of World Wrestling Entertainment for a very long time. It's in his blood. It's been in his family's blood. He says his son is training to do this, and he knows he'll be great someday. But tonight's about him doing what's right. That's why he's here to relinquish the United States Championship until Samoa Joe stomps to the ring. One thing about Samoa Joe that I love, one of the things I love about Samoa Joe, not only his intensity in the ring, in a matchup, when you hear him speak, you stop what you're doing and you listen to the man speak. Nothing but straight facts there. Samoa Joe stomps into the ring. Joe asks if he came out too early and ruined the moment. Joe says he realizes what this means to Mysterio. Joe heard the word champion and thought it was his cue. That was a good line there. Good line. Joe gets in the ring and wants to add an addendum to a speech. Let's not ruin this pure and honorable moment by telling lies. Mysterio isn't relinquishing because he's injured. Mysterio is relinquishing because he never beat Joe. Mysterio tells Joe not to get it twisted. Mysterio says he isn't trying to have a moment or fool anyone. Mysterio says this isn't a moment he wanted to be. No, Mysterio says this isn't the moment he wanted it to be. Mysterio reminds us that he has won championships his entire career through pain and through injuries. If he was man enough to do that, he's man enough to do what he came to do here tonight. Mysterio says due to his current shoulder injury at Money in the Bank, he's here to relinquish his United States Championship to Samoa Joe. Mysterio lays the title down on the mat and tells Joe to pick it up. Mysterio says he'll be back before leaving the ring. Joe rushes Mysterio and applies the Coquina Clutch. Officials make Joe step, and he grabs the U.S. title and leaves. I don't know why Mysterio relinquished the championship and gave it back to Samoa Joe. I don't know why. I really do not know why. If you're gonna relinquish a championship, the least you can do is, do a battle royal, do a fatal four-way, which would be the laziest thing to do. Run a tournament. Run a tournament to see who was the next United States champion. They went this lazy as it can be. You have Rey relinquish the championship just to give it back to Samoa Joe. Why? It should have never came down to that thing. It should have never came down to that aspect to begin with. Rey should have never gotten a match against Samoa Joe at Money in the Bank. That should have never happened. Now, Joe beat Mysterio at WrestleMania under a minute. Why is Rey getting another championship match against Samoa Joe at Money in the Bank? If you was not to book that matchup, Rey would have never been hurt. Rey would have never separated his shoulder. Honestly, it's the goddamn truth. But Samoa Joe is now United States champion in the most laziest way the company has ever fucking done, in my honest opinion. Braun Strowman makes his way to the ring. He'll face Bobby Lashley, or should I say Bobby Trashley, in an arm wrestling match. So before Super Showdown, you give us Strowman versus Lashley in an arm wrestling match. Yet this is the same company that has to compete with All Elite Wrestling. And you're giving me a arm wrestling contest on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, I want the people to defend this garbage. I do. I want the people to defend this garbage. I really do. I really do. I'm not going to go over what happened on the arm wrestling contest. Simple. Braun Strowman won. Who cares? Who gives a flying fuck? We see the YouTube video from this past weekend when R-Truth lost the 24/7 championship on a golf course to Jinder Mahal. Then won it right back. That video, I saw it on YouTube. That video got more views than Raw's rating last week. Yet people are saying, oh, the 24/7 championship is working. That video got more views than what Raw did in ratings last week. If you think that the 24/7 championship is the best thing this company has ever done, you are the biggest fucking degenerate walking God's green earth. I look at that championship, my eyes bulge. I look at that championship, I want to fucking puke. The 24/7 championship is the most ugliest championship in the history of this fucking company. Facts. Facts. Carmella is shown scrolling around backstage looking for R-Truth, but he's nowhere to be seen. Drake Maverick, EC3, and referee are seen walking behind, following her to find Truth. Then we get a matchup between Payne Royce versus Nikki Cross. As soon as I heard that Nikki Cross was going up against Payne Royce, I immediately muted the television set. Man, the mute button is the most greatest thing and was the most greatest creation ever. The mute button. Man, it's so fucking... Man, the mute button is so fucking powerful. Where are all you iconic fans at right now? Nikki Cross wins this matchup. Because the simple fact that Payne Royce wants to know what type of coffee Alexa Bliss was drinking. French vanilla or Colombian coffee? Or was it fucking Café Bustelo? Or was it fucking Dunkin' Donuts coffee? Or was it Starbucks coffee? Or was it coffee from Titus Catering? I need to know. What kind of coffee Alexa Bliss is drinking? French vanilla, Starbucks coffee, Dunkin' Donuts coffee, Café Bustelo, Colombian coffee. Fresh, brewed, and fresh. Nikki Cross wins here. Nikki hits Royce with a swinging neck breaker from the ropes for the win. Where are you iconic fans now? I bet you're fucking crying on Twitter. Oh my God, Payne Royce lost. Oh my God. I will say this once and I'll say it again. If you are a fan of the Iconics, you have a fucking problem. You have a fucking problem. Seriously. You are part of the problem. If you are either an Iconics fan or a Roman Reigns fan, you are part of the fucking problem. Seriously. Seriously. You are part of the fucking problem. Who cares? Nikki Cross wins. Who cares? I predict the Iconics will lose the Women's Tag Team Championship on the next title defense. Or should I say, their first real title defense. Probably, if logic is speaking to me right now, the Iconics will probably lose to Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Yet, the Women's Tag Team Championships is supposed to be on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. We've only seen it on Raw and SmackDown. I haven't seen it in NXT. At this point, keep it away from NXT at this point. Keep it away from NXT. Keep it away from NXT, please, at this fucking point. And this is the part of the show, the most stupidest thing ever. Remember how I said earlier that Brock Lesnar is the most stupidest Money in the Bank winner of all time? We just got to that part of the show. We see Brock warming up backstage, then Seth Rollins is showing, walking around. This segment will be next. Seth Rollins comes to the ring and asks Brock to come out to get this over with. Brock music hits and it doesn't show. Rollins says Brock is trying to play mind games, but he and the fans are tired of it. He says Lesnar was one of the most feared men on the planet, but now he's a former shell of himself. He calls him out again to prove himself. Baron Corbin comes out and says Seth shouldn't be worried about Lesnar. He should be worried about Baron Corbin himself. Seth says good luck with that because he'll have to take the title from his cold, dead hands. Corbin says he has no problem with that. He retired Kurt Angle, and he has no problem retiring Seth as well. Corbin then pokes Seth in the chest. He unloads on Corbin and knocks him from the ring before hitting a suicide dive. Brock's music hits again, and Rollins readies himself. Corbin then comes in from behind and hits Seth with the end of days. This is the part of the show where it gets fucking stupid from here. Brock's music hits again, and this time he comes out with Heyman and a referee. Brock gets into the ring and kicks Seth right in the groin, in the fucking nutsack. In the grapefruit, I should say. Lesnar then grabs a chair and beats Rollins around the ring with it. Lesnar grabs Seth and hits a German suplex, took him to Suplex City. Heyman tells Brock to cash in, but he says not yet. Keep this in mind. Attention to detail. Brock comes out with Heyman, the briefcase, and a referee. Keep this in mind. Brock hits Seth with the chair again, then tosses him from the ring. Lesnar hits Seth with the F5 onto the floor. Lesnar gets Rollins back in the ring and hits him with the chair again. Heyman begs Brock to cash in, but Lesnar keeps saying no. He then German suplexes Rollins again and again before saying he won't cash in until Super Showdown on Friday. Brock leaves before coming back, hitting Seth with the briefcase, then the chair again several times. Official comes down and checks on Seth, then puts him on a stretcher and leaves as we go to commercial break. If you want a Money in the Bank winner and you come down to the ring with the referee, would you A, cash in immediately after the champion is vulnerable, or B, do you fuck him up more and more so he can't defend himself and you don't cash in and you wait till Friday? If you pick the answer A, you're one step closer to being a smart wrestling fan. If you pick option B, you're the biggest fucking idiot in the IWC. Brock Lesnar, after what happened tonight, he is the most stupidest Money in the Bank winner of all time. If I'm Brock Lesnar and I have the Money in the Bank briefcase on my possession with the referee nearby, and Rollins is down after getting hit with the end of days, I'm cashing that motherfucker in and I'm beating Rollins for the Universal Championship. This is when they did the old bait and switch tactic. What did you expect to happen at this point? What did you expect to even happen? You thought Brock was just going to cash in on the go-home show before Super Showdown? No. No. The only reason why they announced that Brock was going to cash in Money in the Bank is a ratings grab. They got you tuning in to Monday Night Raw to see if Brock was actually going to cash in Money in the Bank. This is the old bait and switch tactic, folks. They did this clearly 100% for ratings. Brock has been on Monday Night Raw for the past 3 weeks. And I guarantee you, after Friday, depending on what happens, he'll be on Raw Monday night as well. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And at this point, I'm telling myself, can I just see my all-time favorite superstars and get the fuck up out of here? They put The Undertaker on the last 3 minutes before Raw goes off the air. The last 3 to 5 minutes before the show goes officially off the air. I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you at this point. I really don't know what to tell you. Do I have to even review the rest of the show? Where am I up to? Okay. Firefly Funhouse. Okay, here we go. It's a new episode of the Firefly Funhouse. Bray is dressed in 80s gym gear, complete with fanny pack. Bray talks to a new character by the name of Huskus the Pig. Okay, interesting. The pig tells him that one day he will have the whole world in his hands. Bray thanks him, but in walks a demonic Vince McMahon puppet and threatens to fire him. My God, did they just play that shit fucking perfectly? Vince is the devil. Vince is the devil to WWE. And Triple H is the fucking god of NXT. It's factual. It is 100% factual. If Vince is the devil, Triple H is God. Satan versus God himself. At this point, I'd rather have the fucking second coming of Jesus Christ pull up to Monday Night Raw, and it wouldn't even save the fucking show. Honestly here. Bray promises that the pig will change his tune. Next thing you know, Bray is dancing and singing an 80s workout video. It's pretty damn funny. He finishes by asking us to let him in. Follow the buzzards. This was the best segment of Monday Night Raw. Facts. Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse, again, once again, the best part of Monday Night Raw. Yeah, but this company has to compete with All Elite Wrestling. Just saying. Triple H is shown walking backstage. He'll be out next. Triple H music hits, and he makes way to the ring, and NXT chant fires up. Triple H says he's here to talk about Randy Orton. Now, I'm not gonna go over this segment because it's the old same old shit. They talk about balls and shit. Oh, I'm gonna beat you in this, blah blah blah. That's it. That's it. But I will say this though about Triple H and Randy Orton. When it comes to the microphone, Triple H and Randy Orton are all-time greats. When it comes to the microphone, when it comes to cutting a promo, that right there is two of the all-time greats. Right there, two of the all-time greats cutting a promo. So there you go. I'm not gonna go over everything because what haven't you heard about this? What haven't you heard? What haven't you heard? Cesaro versus Ricochet. This is the main event of Monday Night Raw, by the way. Ricochet versus Cesaro, main event in Monday Night Raw. This was the last matchup on Monday Night Raw. This match was not that bad. It was pretty good, actually. But was it better than the first matchup that they had? No. Listen, even the second match between Ricochet and Cesaro was better than this matchup tonight. The first two matches that they had was better than this matchup. It's better. Yeah, Cesaro won 2 weeks ago. Ricochet wins last week. It's 50-50 booking. Ricochet wins again for the second straight week. Cesaro takes Ricochet down and goes and does the Cesaro swing for a minute. They get to their feet and Cesaro catches him with a running European uppercut for a near fall. Ricochet knees him in the face and kicks him back. Ricochet looks for a springboard crossbody, but Cesaro rolls through for a 2 count. Cesaro looks for a crazy tilt-the-world, but doesn't quite put it off and pins Cesaro for the win. Ricochet wins. As soon as the match is over, Cesaro picks Ricochet from behind and stomps him. Cesaro goes outside and grabs a ladder from under the ring, but he throws it to the side. Cesaro then grabs a ladder and pulls it out with 24/7 champion R-Truth on top of it. Ricochet then drop kicks Cesaro into the crowd. A dozen or more superstars come running down the ramp after R-Truth. They corner him outside the ring, but Cedric Alexander takes him all out with a moonsault. Somersault senton as Truth slides inside. Drake Maverick tries to sneak up on him. Also, Carmella super kicks him. R-Truth then runs to the back. Guys, give me a second. Guys, cue the music, please. Again. One more time, please. There you go. There you go. There you go. That song right there describes the entire fucking segment that happened there after Cesaro versus Ricochet. There you go. There you go. Finally, guys, to end this show, this miserable fucking show, The Undertaker makes his entrance to a big pop from the Texas crowd. Taker says he plans on retiring a retired man already, who's already retired. Undertaker says he doesn't want the happy old jolly Goldberg who's fighting for his wife and his son. Taker wants the old dominating, iconic, triumphant Goldberg. And he tells Goldberg that he's next. And from there, the show goes off the air. I got to see my all-time favorite superstar for 3 minutes. Now, don't get me wrong. The Undertaker, in my honest opinion, he's the greatest of all time. Yes, I'm putting him above Ric Flair. Yes, I am. I'm putting him above Shawn Michaels. Yes, I am. But at this point, in current day wrestling, I think Taker has to go. Not go to AEW. Taker has to retire. Taker has to retire. In 2020, The Undertaker will be in the company for 30 years. He's got nothing to prove. He's got nothing else to prove. Taker went 21-0 at WrestleMania. Former 7-time world champion. Considered the greatest of all time. He's got nothing else to prove in this company. He's got nothing to prove in this business. Nothing to prove. You're just gonna all of a sudden give us an Undertaker Goldberg match that you should have gave us a long time ago? You should have gave us an Undertaker Goldberg match exactly in 2016. Instead of Brock versus Goldberg, you could have gave me an Undertaker Bill Goldberg match at Survivor Series of 2016. But I understand why they gave us Brock versus Goldberg. I understand why. But at the same time, you want to give me this matchup now? You could have given me this matchup literally 3 years ago at Survivor Series in 2016 in Toronto. You could have given me that matchup then. You want to give me this matchup now? When Goldberg's in the Hall of Fame and Taker is on his way to the Hall of Fame? You want to give me this matchup now? But then again, you got to think about this in a positive note. If they're willing to give us Taker versus Goldberg at Super Showdown on a glorified house show outside of the fucking USA, it's only a matter of time before they give us Taker versus Sting for WrestleMania. It's only a matter of time. Or you could give me that matchup at Survivor Series. Before Taker's career ends, I want to see Taker versus Sting either at Survivor Series or at WrestleMania. It makes sense. Sting has been saying this multiple times on multiple outlets. Sting is willing to come out of retirement for just that one match that he's always wanted. This is the reason why Sting signed with the WWE in 2014. The only reason why Sting signed with WWE is to get a matchup with the Undertaker. That's it. But at this point in time, you got to think about this. You're giving us Sting versus Taker 5 years later. You could have gave us that either at WrestleMania 31 or WrestleMania 32. Before, if Sting never broke his neck against Seth Rollins in 2015 in September at Night of Champions. You gotta think about that. A fucking Undertaker Goldberg match, I don't care about it. You could have gave me that matchup 3 years ago and I would have been fine with it. Now, in 2019, the entrance is going to take longer than the match actually is. And that's sad to say. I don't care about Goldberg no more. Goldberg's a Hall of Famer. Goldberg's there for the money. Taker is there for the money. That's it. Brock is there for the money. Dolph Ziggler, he's there for the money. That blood money, or should I say Saudi money. It's the facts there. It's nothing but continuous fucking facts. And that is the end of Monday Night Raw. This show was completely fucking terrible. Terrible. If you defend this fucking garbage on a weekly basis, there's no saving you whatsoever. If you can't take the truth, stay away from social media. Just facts. And I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna go take a shower and I'm gonna go to fucking sleep because I'm fucking tired. Thank you guys so much for watching Raw Review. If you guys enjoyed the intro of the video, if you guys enjoy this fucking shit right here, I want you guys to immediately hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Monday Night Raw. And if you guys are new to the channel, and if you guys are wrestling fans like I am, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications, as I am dangerously close to 100 subs on the channel. Takeover 25 review live on the channel right now. Link to this video is in the annotation. Episode 28 and 27 of the Reality Podcast is live on the channel right now. Go ahead and check it out. Link to these 3 videos will be in the annotation above on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are connecting with your boy Chris on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring, and Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. If you guys are enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications for daily wrestling content. I will see you guys tomorrow for a SmackDown review. We're going to get Goldberg to show up on SmackDown tomorrow to confront The Undertaker for the matchup at Super Showdown. It should be another waste of a time episode of SmackDown Live before Super Showdown. Now, before I get out of here, I'm going to give you guys the videos for the week. SmackDown review tomorrow. NXT review on Wednesday. Thursday, there will be no Throwback Thursday this Thursday. There will not be Throwback Thursday. I will give you guys episodes 29 of the Reality Podcast on Thursday. Thursday, I'm going to also preview and predict Super Showdown. Friday, you guys are going to get the review of Super Showdown, and plus I will be on DJ Storm's live stream on Friday at 7:30 p.m. So tune into DJ Storm's YouTube channel for that live stream. Saturday and Sunday, you guys will get episodes 30 and 31 of the reality podcast on Saturday and Sunday. So there you go, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy Raw Review. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video all over social media. And I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown Review. It should be another abomination episode of SmackDown Live. Until then, I am Chris. Thank you guys so much for watching Raw Review. I'll see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown Review. Until then, talk to you guys later.